Hey everyone, it's Jen with Timeline Tarot, and these are your angel messages for the week of August 17th, 2025. I will begin with Aries, work my way around the zodiac wheel here, ending at Pisces. Timestamps, as always, will be in the description box. I have set the intention of this reading to be for your sun, moon, rising, as well as your Venus placements, so you're welcome to look at any of them. If you're not sure what your placements are, also in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site, and then just come back here and click on the timestamp for the respective placement or placements that you wish to view. Keep in mind, my love, this is a collective general reading. I know it's quite the shocker, but it is. That means it is not individualized nor personalized to you, and therefore messages may come through today that don't fully resonate. And if that happens, that's okay. Don't get upset. Just means that one message is meant for someone else. So just take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't. And of course, if you would like a one-on-one live Zoom tarot reading with yours truly, please visit my website, thetimelinetarot.com, for more information. With all of that said, let's begin. Hello, Aries. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of August 17th, 2025. Your angel number this week is 26. You have a desire to succeed and will feel most accomplished when your work benefits others. Your intuitive awareness of what people want allows you to come up with innovative solutions to meet their needs. This week, my dear, you are tactful. Message from the universe. No act of kindness is ever wasted. Some of the kindest people you will ever meet have been through hell and back themselves. That strengthens their compassion and their empathy. If this is describing you, keep being the beautiful soul that you are. Message from your spirit guides. Resolution. Whatever it is that you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't always happen in the way we hope or want, but being able to move forward and start fresh always brings relief. And message from Archangel Michael, card number 22, open your heart. No one is perfect. Stop judging yourself and others and let love heal this situation. So I feel like this is, especially for those of you where maybe you have had an issue with partnerships. They could be professional, they could be personal, could be romantic for some of you. But I feel like there's something here about being a little bit more tactful when it comes to your communication style just for this week with partnerships, with individuals that you're engaging with and conversing with this week. I also think that there's something here about meeting a resolution with an individual that maybe you have had some kind of like Five of Wands or Five of Swords kind of argument or disagreement with. If you want to reconcile that connection, there is something here about you opening your heart, learning to forgive, and allowing love to heal the situation. I think your tarot card for the week was the Queen of Wands, if I remember that correctly. And the message that came through was you had a pretty hard ending with someone, and now you had the option or the choice if you wanted to enter a new connection, like find a new friend or a new business associate or a new lover, or if you wanted to reconnect with that person that you just had that Ten of Swords conflict with. So I kind of feel like this is on par for those of you. If that message resonated, the tarot card of the week for this week, then I think this is yours, saying that if you wanted to reconcile with that individual, there is a pathway here for the two of you to take in order to resolve the issue. I'm going to just draw 3 quick cards for you from your tarot deck. So let's get 3 cards for Aries, please. Yeah, I think showing empathy and compassion for this other individual, but then also requesting or requiring that compassion and empathy to be returned to you. And I think if it's reciprocal in nature, you and this individual could come back together again. Let's get one more shuffle here on these messages. Thank you. We have Temperance, which is Archangel Michael. It does talk about balance and patience and healing. You then have the Magician. So you have Sagittarius and Gemini energy here, as well as Virgo. And then you have the Ace of Pentacles. So if you wanted to bring this connection, again, bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. We have the Lovers, and we have the Knight of Swords. So I really feel like the tarot deck here is speaking to the oracle cards on the table. So if you wanted to manifest a solid new beginning with this individual, whoever they are, you could do that. You could not just hope and pray for it, but literally put in the energy, utilizing all 4 aces to make this happen. And it's interesting to note how we have the Knight of Swords with the Lovers to the Devil card, and I think that goes back to tact. And that was the first message that came to me when I was reading your cards, was maybe there's something here about being tactful in your conversation as opposed to being maybe like too aggressive with that devil energy, or like passive aggressive or something like that. Maybe like removing toxicity. I almost want to say like handling I don't want to say handling it with kid gloves, but just being more maybe compassionate with the words that you speak or the tone that you use. Again, if you wanted to sit down and talk to this person about resolving the issue. The bottom of the deck, we have 2 of Pentacles, we have 2 of Swords, and we have 5 of Pentacles to the Tower. So I feel like you do have the ability here to take a connection where maybe you abandoned this person or they abandoned you. There is a way here to rebalance and recalibrate the connection. And then the Tower to the 3 of Cups to the Hermit. So yeah, I think, and this is Virgo energy. So there is something about the potential or possibility of the 2 of you to come together in the energy of this new moon in Virgo that we have at the end of this week on August 22nd. So we do have reunion here is possible for those of you who decide to do that and go that route with this person. So that's what I have for you this week, Aries. Your angel number is 26. Oh, and notice how the Open Your Heart card is card number 22. And I just said in the energy of that new moon in Virgo, which happens to be on August 22nd. So there you go. It looks like you will be able to resolve this week if you choose to do that. Angel number for the week is 26. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Taurus. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of August 17th, 2025. Your angel number, my dear, is 2. You have great talent for finding solutions. Your intuitive and unbiased nature allows you to see all sides from any situation, and it enables you to advise others towards the most fair and beneficial outcome for all. This week, my darling, you are diplomatic. Message from the universe. In relationships, the biggest thing you must look for is consistency. Every time you forgive someone who is not being consistent with you, you are giving them permission to hurt you again. You deserve better. Message from your spirit guides. Step back. You're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain a new perspective. When you're too close to a situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective that is needed. And message from Archangel Michael, trust in divine purpose, card number 34. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come, and know that you are on a path of growth. So Taurus, I feel like you have a connection here in your life that is tumultuous. At best, is inconsistent. And I think we saw that in both the what you don't see coming this week as well as your tarot card for the week. So there might be a need here. And if it's not a connection, it could be situation or environment. But there's definitely something here that I feel like you are constantly trying to be the diplomatic one, trying to be the peacemaker, the peacekeeper, trying to bring everyone together. That is very Taurian, actually, in nature. A high vibing Taurus really leans into their Venusian energy because you are ruled by Venus. And that is an individual who likes to nurture connections and likes to get people involved and everyone on the same page. And it's why you're one of the most dedicated signs when you really, decide to move forward on a situation, environment, project, connection. You really give your all and you stick it out and you want the most beneficial outcome for everyone involved. But I feel like you have something here, some type of relationship, whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic. I feel like it's not consistent. I feel like you're always the one who's trying to bring it back, trying to rebuild it, trying to nurture it. I definitely feel there's a need here for you to take a step back and really look at this and say, do I want to continue involving myself in this situation, environment, or connection? I don't think there's, I don't think the message here is to totally disregard it, like walk away from it and never think of it again. There's something here that you needed to learn because it says know that you're on a path of growth. So maybe part of the growth experience, just for the group of you that I've tapped into, and remember, if it's not your message, you can just, check another placement. But I feel there's a need here that when you decide to step back and you see it from a different perspective, and let's say you make the decision to move on from whomever, whatever this is, there's also something here about like looking at the lesson. What did you have to learn? Was it healthy boundaries, standing up for yourself, maybe not being so diplomatic? Because a low vibe Taurus could be very much like a low vibing Libra, who's also ruled by Venus like you are. And a low vibing Taurus or low vibing Libra could be someone who's a people pleaser and putting up with toxicity that they don't deserve or really shouldn't be putting up with. So I feel like there's something like that here at play. And there's a need here for you to take a step back and really look at it and say, do I deserve this? Should I really be putting up with this? And if your answer is no, and then you choose to, take a different path or go in a different direction, there's also a need here in order for you to not repeat that negative cycle or that negative experience, to really look at it and see, what did this teach me, or what was it? How was I intended to grow from this situation, environment, or connection? Because I feel like there's a lesson there for you to learn. And I think for a lot of you, it's how to not be a people pleaser and to kind of know when it's time to like walk away, like when it's time to leave the party type of thing. Let's get 3 cards here for you, Taurus. 3 cards for Taurus, please, in respect to this message. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out, we have the 10 of Cups. That is followed by Temperance, Archangel Michael. And there you go, the 9 of Wands. So this is giving me very much people-pleasing kind of energy. 8 of Wands, 7 of Cups, Page of Wands. Like, this is definitely in respect to your partnerships, that even when they get cloudy or hazy or confused, or maybe there's aggressive communication coming from the other, individual or individuals, you primarily put up with it over and over again in that 9 of Wands, in order to seek peace, in order to seek balance, often compromising yourself in the process, right? Because the 9 of Wands is the wounded warrior of tarot. So again, I feel like in this pursuit of happiness, it's not saying that happiness will never be yours, but I think sometimes in the pursuit of happiness, instead of looking in a different direction for it, you keep going back to the same toxic connection or person or environment. And if it's not the exact same, person, let's say, for example, it's the same type of person, but it gives you the same results, bringing you to a low vibrational Taurus, where you're constantly putting up with stuff you really shouldn't be, putting up with. I think in both of your readings this week, the Devil card came up twice, if I remember correctly. So there is something here about you wanting happiness in a situation, environment, or connection so much so that you automatically put up with toxicity that you really shouldn't. And so there is something here, I think, about you stepping back, seeing your value and worth, and what was the lesson in that for you, so you don't continue to repeat that toxic cycle. Happiness is absolutely out there for the Taurian collective, as it is for all 12 zodiac signs, but sometimes we need to know when it's not available in a particular situation, environment, or connection, so we don't waste any more time, and therefore we can move on to the situation, environment, or connection that will give us that 10 of Cup feeling or experience that we deserve. That is what I have for you, Taurus, for this week. Your angel number, my dear, is 2. If you like that message, it resonates with you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Gemini Twin Gang. Let's take a look at our angel messages for the week of August 17th, 2025. Angel number 666. Don't panic. A wake-up call for you to re-examine your current situation and change the direction of your thoughts, so you can raise your vibration to a more positive frequency. This week, my dear, you are centered. Message from the universe. You can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. Change comes from thinking thoughts you've never thought before and showing up to meet them down the streets you never walked before. Message from your spirit guides. Expand. You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities, and staying safe in the known is no longer working for you. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger. It's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. That's giving me like 3 of Wands kind of feeling. And message from Archangel Michael. It's time to play. Card number 17. You're working too hard and worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experiences to bring balance into your life. So I feel there's something here about the Gemini collective, and I've said this before in my readings, not just for your sign, but for other signs, but the very definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different outcome or a different result. And so I think there's a change here that's needed. I believe in your monthly reading, I had said the energy that I was feeling at that time was that the Gemini collective would be leaning more towards earth energy, trying to ground themselves. And I think that's what's needed here. So if you have been staying grounded and centered, good for you. Keep doing that, especially this week. But for those of you who haven't, or maybe you missed that message, this is definitely the week for you to become more centered, more grounded. There's something here you're doing over and over again. It could be a pattern. It could be a trait. It could be being involved in a situation, environment, or connection that's no longer healthy or beneficial to you. But there's definitely something here about you needing to change the way you show up in situations, environments, or connections. And I feel, you're not going to like me saying this, but I feel like even the toxic ones, like there's something to learn even from our toxic connections, like our contributions to them, or how can we change, or can we alter our conflict resolution skills? Because, it takes 2 people to make a connection, whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic, but it also takes 2 people to break it. And so there's something here about like re-examining your current situation. Try to seek ways or learn how you can like reground yourself and stay centered. Maybe change the way you show up in connections. And there's also something here about expanding. I'm going to take this expanding and it's time to play as like one message and then like these two cards as another. So there's definitely something here about not repeating negative patterns or negative cycles. And then on this side, I think there's a need here for you to expand, like get out more, connect with more people, have more experiences. Hard work is great, but working too hard and like worrying about everything all the time can be quite draining. It can, you know, your 10 of Pentacles can easily become the 10 of Wands when you do something like that. So there's definitely a need here for you to like expand and get out more and have some new experiences and like enjoy life again. Let's get 3 cards here for the Gemini collective for these messages. 3 cards here for Gemini. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your first card out, we have Death, which is the change card, right? This is the card of scorpionic energy in tarot. So yeah, there's something here about rebirthing yourself in terms of like expanding, getting out there into the world and having these new experiences and incorporating more fun into your life, but then also transforming the way you show up in connections. Judgment. Judgment is when we're listening to our intuition, we're listening to our inner calling. So if these messages are resonating for you, I feel like you already know what toxic trait or habit within you it is that you need to change. And I also think that you also know intuitively that it's time to get out there and have more fun or more joyous experiences. And then we have the Star. All 3 of your cards are major arcana cards. So I feel like that's what brings peace and healing and hope and even wish fulfillment. Yeah, there's definitely something here about transforming the way you show up and also transforming the way you get out into the world. Bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Cups, 10 of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. I think the 10 of Swords came up also in your reading this week, maybe both of them even, now that I think about it. So there's a new chapter here, a new cycle has started for you, Gemini, and you get to choose how you're going to show up in it. Are you going to carry the pain or the negative traits or the disappointments and hurt from the past into the new chapter? Personally, I don't think that's a very good idea. So there's something here about like healing that, whatever it is here that you're experiencing. And again, I don't know what that 10 of Swords is for you, whether that's a complete break from someone, disappointment, heartache, feelings of betrayal, maybe someone lied to you, but there's something about healing that wound. And there's an act of self-love here in that Ace of Cups. So really loving on yourself this week and nurturing yourself will help you heal that wound. So when you enter this next chapter of your life, whether you're staying at the job or, you know, staying connected to this individual, you're not bringing that pain into the new chapter or into the new cycle, whether it includes the situation, environment, or connection that caused that 10 of Swords or not. You also have the 6 of Pentacles, the Fool, there's your new beginning, and the 4 of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely something here because the 6 of Pentacles does talk about equal give and take. So I feel like that's really in respect here to your expansion and getting out and playing more. So I would create some type of structure or schedule here. And I know that's tough for Geminis. We don't really like schedules, but there's something here about leaning into our cousin energy of Virgo. And high vibing Virgos, you've heard me say it before, is all about creating calendars and schedules and plans and then sticking to them. And so since we're both ruled by Mercury, I think that's something that you can incorporate this week. We have a new moon in Virgo on the 22nd. I think that's Friday or Saturday of this week. So there's definitely something here about you're on the precipice of this new chapter. You need to get a little bit more organized, no offense. There's something here about transforming your life, incorporating more fun, and then healing whatever this wound is. So whether you continue in the situation, environment, or connection that caused that 10 of Swords or not, right? Because some of you might be off to, you know, new adventures and new connections, and that's fine as well. But you still can't drag your past into your future. It just would not be beneficial to you. So there's lots of healing here needed for the Gemini collective and also a lot of transformation as well. That is what I have for you, my dear. Your angel number for this week is 666. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Gemini, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Cancer. Let's see what your angel messages are for the week of August 17th, 2025. Angel number 333. You're being called upon to use your spiritual gifts as a light worker, assisting all of humanity. Live your truths and be a positive light to others. This week, my dear, you are powerful. Message from the universe. Release old doubts and fears. You are currently undergoing changes which are necessary for your highest good. They are changes that have been long awaited. Leave the past where it belongs, in the past. Trust that everything will fall into place for you in divine timing. Message from your spirit guides. Comfort. How can you bring more comfort into your life? You can increase your comfort through tangible things, such as clothes or food, and intangible things, such as thinking loving thoughts about yourself and inviting peace into your heart. And message from Archangel Michael, someone new is coming. Card number 28, an important new relationship is on the horizon. Open your mind and heart so that happiness can enter your life. Okay. So there's definitely someone new coming in, because your message here from the universe talks about you're undergoing changes. There's a need here for you to leave the past where it belongs. So for those of you where you have disconnected from someone, whether that was someone that you engaged with professionally or platonically, like a friend or a family member, or maybe even a lover, I would take time to comfort myself this week and take time to heal, and know that you're on the right path. 333 is a highly spiritual number for you, and I love that you got that. So I would prepare for this new soulmate. And they could be platonic, professional, or romantic, but I would get ready for them. And the best way for you to get ready for them is to kind of embody like Empress energy, whether you're masculine or feminine, because the Empress is very much like a very nurturing energy. And there's something here about you needing to nurture and heal yourself and release past traumas or past hurts so they don't affect the new connection that's coming into your life. Let's get 3 cards here, please, for Cancer this week for these messages. We have the Tower. I don't think you see this person coming. Tower, 3 of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. I've been saying it for a while. Bottom of the deck, we have Magician, 7 of Pentacles, and the Empress. There you go. I was just saying you need to incorporate that Empress energy, right? So nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself. I would continue to manifest what it is that your heart desires, whatever that may be. We have a new moon in Virgo on the 22nd of this month. And if you're looking for whether this is a job, 3 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, you could manifest in, call in that new job, call in that new boss, that new business associate. This could be a very strong friend for you. A mentor could also be a trusted friend. The King of Pentacles is the most trusted king out of all 4. This is someone who would really be by your side for the duration, for the long haul. And if you're looking for a spouse or a long-term partner, the King/Queen of Pentacles, I don't read body parts, is the best one to get out of the deck, because they're typically known as the marrying king or the marrying queen of tarot. So whoever this person is, I feel like they're coming into your life. You do not know this person. This is new. Look at this. 9 of Cups, the Sun. Oh my God. 3 of Swords. Heal that heartbreak. That 5 of Swords, that 3 of Swords. The Sun card is a very healing energy. So I would definitely take time this week to make sure you are healed. You're really leaving the past in the past. So you're not entering this new connection. Whomever this person is, you're not bringing any of that past, I hate to say baggage, but emotional trauma from the past connection, because it would be unfair to this person if you're reactionary with them based on old hurt or old triggers or something like that. So I would definitely continue your healing, continue to comfort yourself, because someone new is coming this week. You're very powerful, and we got that Magician card. So I would definitely utilize the energy of the new moon in Virgo to call in this person, whoever they are to you, whoever you need them to be to you. And if you're not sure how to do that, on my website, thetimelinetarot.com, if you click on resources, just scroll on that page a little bit and you'll see the new moon rituals. It's free. And I would definitely do that to call in this person. That is what I have for you, Cancer, for the week of August 17th. Your angel number is 333. If you like these messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Leo. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of August 17th, 2025. Angel number 555. Fives are all about change. A major shift is about to come into your life experience and change your life's direction. Be open and stay positive. This week, my darling, you are optimistic. Message from the universe. Don't worry. Everything you've been waiting for is on its way. Progress is being made, even if you can't see the results yet. So much is happening behind the scenes for the creation of your dreams. Trust this process. Trust. Stay optimistic. Message from your spirit guides. Abundance. You're being asked to open up to abundance, to believe that you're deserving of it, and to believe that it will flow to you. This is the first important step towards receiving it. So breathe deeply and trust that it's on its way. Look at all these cards telling you to trust and stay optimistic and stay positive, because something new is coming into your life. Get your power back. Card number 13. You have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine. So take back your power. Yeah, I think I said that for the Leo collective. That you had someone coming into your life, and they could very much either be a past person who was toxic to you, or have a lot of the same toxic personality traits or character traits. But you have someone new coming who is not that person, and I think it's really important for you to see the pattern, to see the red flag. So I would reflect back on individuals in your life, whether they were friends, family members, or lovers, and try to find that common thread through all of them, and take time to heal that wound. You need to stay optimistic. You have a new person coming in, and similar to the Cancer reading, I don't want you to, well, you got two people coming in. The one person is very toxic. It could be a past person, or like I said, someone who has those similar traits. So there's a need here for you. When you reclaim your power, when you look at those failed connections, and you identify what was the running theme for all of them, or why were you attracted to that type of individual, or why did you attract that type of individual? There's something there about seeing that current theme and taking your power back. So when that person comes back, whether it's the same person or same person in a different meat suit, you won't fall for it again. You will have changed, and you will have taken back your power. So maybe for some of you, that means learning to speak up, noticing the red flags, saying something about them, learning how to avoid them, learning how to put up boundaries, and then being strong enough to hold on those boundaries and not cave and let the person take advantage of you. That will also be beneficial to you when the new person comes in, who is not the toxic person, because you'll be able to discern right away the difference between the two. And you can maintain that new relationship in a different way than you maintain the past ones, because you've gotten back your power. You're now entering the new connection with healthy boundaries. A healthy individual will respect those boundaries. So you have someone new coming. It's a major shift. I don't think you see this person coming. You have two. It's important for you to see the red flags so you can discern the difference. Can I have 3 cards on these messages here, please, for Leo? 3 cards for Leo. One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the 10 of Wands, just flew out of the deck. 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands. Don't repeat that pattern. Tower. Take back your power. Take back your power. So there's something here about looking at those very burdensome connections. What was the running theme? What was the pattern? Why did you fall for them? Like I said, why were you attracted to them? Why were you attracted to that type of person? Why did you put up with it? You know, it's one thing when a connection ends and we can say it was that person's fault, they were toxic. True, not going to take that away from you. But what drew us to them? What did we miss? That's what you need to see. Not just the pattern of that person or those people, but the pattern within ourselves of like, why did we attract that to begin with, or not say anything, or not put up healthy boundaries? So I think that's your first aha epiphany tower moment this week, if you can do that, because I told you, look, you got someone new coming in. You can't make these cards up. Ace of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the 6 of Cups. You have someone from the past coming back around again, friend, family member, or lover, someone that you shunned, or you left them out in the cold, or they ghosted you. They're coming in for this brand new passionate beginning. And then you have a new soulmate coming into your life as well with that Lovers to the 6 of Cups card. Judgment. You'll need to go within and listen to your intuition to know which one is the healthy connection and which one is the unhealthy connection. So I think there's a little test here on the horizon for the Leo collective. 4 of Cups, 6 of Wands. Which individual will you be rejecting, and which one will you be accepting and having victory with? So definitely look at those patterns, not just, like I said, within that person or those people, but also within yourself. If you can identify that pattern and you get that, oh my God, now I can see it. And sometimes it traces back to childhood. And, I don't want to be one of those readers where it's like everything that goes wrong in a connection goes back to childhood, but it's true. I mean, psychology says it's true. The way, we learn how to show up in connections, what we put up with, what we tolerate, our conflict resolution skills, a lot of that comes from being a child and seeing how the adults around us interacted with one another, as well as how they interacted with us. So sometimes we have to look at that pattern. Did you put up with an inconsistent mom and dad? Were you always trying to get mom's affection or attention? Were you always trying to get dad to notice you, or come to the school play, or come to the big game? When we grow up in those types of toxic patterns with our parents, then we grow up to like chase love or look for love in all the wrong places. So there is something like that. So yep, one thing to look at the, pattern within the person, but we also need to look at the pattern within ourselves. So I definitely feel you have 2 soulmates coming into your life. One is more of a karmic, that hard lesson. And there's a need there for you to tap into your intuition and go, nope, I see you coming a mile away. And although those red flags are pretty, I am not interested in a carnival today. Like, nope, not going to do it. And then be able to look at the other person and go, that's a healthy connection. That's not a person I have to chase after. That's not a person I have to excuse their poor behavior. That's not a person that allow them to cross my boundaries and walk all over me just so I keep them in my life. So work on this, because you have this coming in. So stay optimistic. You have someone new coming into your life, and it could be a friend, could be a friend who becomes like a family member for the rest of your life. I have one of those. Kyle's going to be my brother till the day I die, and and he's not related to me, but he's just one of those people who now has become part of the fabric of my life. And so you too will be meeting someone like that. And yes, for others of you, very well could be a romantic interest, and that's why it's so important that you see that pattern within yourself so you can heal it and not repeat it. Angel number for the week, my darling, 555. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Virgo. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of August 17th, 2025. Angel number 29. You are highly intuitive and creative. Duh. Your mind thinks in pictures, and you seem to draw information and ideas from out of the blue. A powerful drive to know the oneness of all things will be with you this week. This week, my dear, you are insightful, as you should be, because we have a new moon in your sign on the 22nd. Don't be afraid to say I love you or thank you to those who deserve to hear it. Don't be scared of embarrassing yourself or appearing soppy. You will never regret a heartfelt I love you or a message of appreciation. You will only regret not saying it. Message from your spirit guides: patience. You're being asked to practice patience right now. It's not easy to do this, but you're strong, and there's a reason why things aren't aligning in the way you have wanted them to align in this very moment. But have some patience. Everything will work out for you. Message from Archangel Michael: deeper insights are at hand. Card number 8. Your overall plan is good, but the details need work. Reflect before moving forward. So there's a very reoccurring theme here that you need to have patience. There's a deeper insight coming, and then we have the insightful card here. Let me get into tarot for you real quick. Let's get 3 cards for this, Virgo. Something isn't working out the way you want it to. Something isn't working out with a situation, environment, a connection, maybe a project that you're working on or some type of goal you have. I feel like all you need to do is tweak it. You need to tweak it. There's a change here that you need to make. Either the way you're approaching it. Let's see what tarot has. Yeah, reflect on the work that's needed. Could be internal work, like healing a wound or healing a pattern. It could be changing the overall business plan or business model, or finding a new way to market or advertise your business. For those of you where this is maybe more financially focused. Deeper insights are at hand. Can we get 3 cards here for Virgo on these messages? One more shuffle here. Thank you. I also think because you've been hurt in the past, you might enter a new connection, whether it's, with a friend, or maybe you're reconnecting with a family member, or maybe even a lover. But although you're showing or displaying this act of vulnerability by entering or re-entering the connection, you might not be vulnerable enough at this time to actually express gratitude or exchange I love yous or something like that. So I'm going to get 3 cards for just this, and then we'll get 3 cards on these other messages. So in respect to connections, what do we have for Virgo here? First card that came out, 6 of Pentacles, King of Swords. Yeah, and the 10 of Swords. That was the feeling I was getting. So this is because of past hurt, past trauma. It's like you'll give to a connection, regardless of who the person is, but you're a bit stone cold, right? Because King/Queen of Swords, they're not the mushy feely King or Queen of Tarot. So it's like I'll give to the connection, but to a limit. I'll be vulnerable. I'll show up, but I won't be vulnerable maybe completely when it comes to my heart because of this old trauma. So for some of you, there's definitely something like that at play. And I think I'd said in your message this week that the Virgo Collective still has a little cleanup to do. There is still some trauma kind of lingering in the Virgo Collective. So I would focus on that this week, on maybe being more vulnerable in the way you express your love or gratitude towards the individuals in your life. We have a new moon in Virgo. There you go. On August 22nd. And then you have the 5 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this is internal conflict. So I think a lot of you are in your connections. You're solid. You're dedicated to them. You're definitely giving pentacle energy, time and love. I'm not saying that you're treating everyone in your life like shit, but there's something here that we have no cups. So there's something here when it actually comes from expressing, like being vulnerable in that way, like the emotional expression. I feel some of you, not all, don't get offended if it's not your message, but some of you could feel very like internally conflicted about, should I do it? Should I say it? Should I not say it? And I think that goes back to this wound here that needs to be healed. I'd like to also get 3 cards for you for this patience, because deeper insights are at hand. There's something you're doing and you could feel like I'm wasting time. It's not happening. It's not happening fast enough. I think there's something that you need to change. Something here you need to change. You need to tweak. Can I get 3 cards for that message? We have the Star card. So there's wish fulfillment, something you're working on. That also does talk about healing and having patience as well. 2 more cards on this, please, here for Virgo. 1 more shuffle. Thank you. The Star card, the 7 of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. So I feel like this is more of like career and finance portion of the reading, whether you work for someone else or you work for yourself. I feel like there's a lot of different ways to achieve the goal, whatever the goal is. Like whether you work for a company and your department has, I don't know, a certain number of sales that you have to reach a day, a week, a month, whatever it is. I think there are lots of different options for you to achieve that goal. There's a need here for you to like put on your thinking cap as the King of Pentacles here and think of other ways, explore other ways. 3 of Wands, 7 of Wands, King of Cups. There's something that you're doing over and over again. And like, I hate to say this to you, but you could be a little like, a little stubborn with like, well, this is the way I've always done it. I don't want to change this. But if you're not receiving the result that you want, then that should be your first like, aha, your first little red flag that I do need to change something. I need to look elsewhere, or I need to, I don't know, maybe you need to incorporate more technology like AI or something like that. I did a reading for a woman and she's still using a typewriter. God love her. And she's my age, she's in her 50s, and she's deathly afraid of computers. And I was like, I think it's time you take a computer class, because the work she does, it's wonderful work, but it's going to take her forever to like write the manuscript. And, you know, it would be so much easier for her to be able to do it all on a computer and edit. And so I helped her sign on for some classes. So I just feel like, and that message won't be for all of you, but there's something here like you're doing, but maybe you could implement a more efficient way to do it. So there's definitely something here about like opening your heart and opening your mind and seeing that there's a lot of different ways to achieve that goal. Don't be so rigid in your thinking and saying, well, because I've always done it this way, I have to continue to always do it this way. So Death card, 5 of Swords, 2 of Wands. Transform the way you've been doing something, even if that means looking out into the world and like looking at your competitors to see what they're doing or how they're doing it or something like that. I don't know. I just feel like there's something here that you can transform. Page of Swords. I would see how other people are doing it. And again, it's not that you're copying from them, you're learning from them. Some of you may have to take some classes to learn something, especially for those of you where you're business owners, or maybe you're, like I said, you're responsible for like a big department or something like that. There's definitely something here about the way you've been doing it aren't giving you the results that you desire, but that's because something needs to be changed up. So be a bit more insightful and inquisitive this week and see what you can find out about how to make your work a little bit more efficient. I think increasing the productivity then will increase your financial resources. That is what I have for you, my love, for the week. Angel number 29. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Libra. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of August 17th, 2025. Your angel number this week is 88. You are on the cusp of a prosperous and abundant life. You will find numerous opportunities for success and achievement, all of which will bring financial and material abundance into your life. This week, my darling, you are wealthy. I love that double infinity symbol there for you. Message from the universe. Love yourself more by saying no to things that feel draining and burdening for you. Saying no when you want to say no, instead of saying yes to please other people, is a real act of self-love. This is so on par with your messages lately. Message from your spirit guides. Lighten up. You're being asked to remember that life doesn't always have to be so serious. Yes, there are hard things happening. No, it's not always easy to be here on earth, but you can always find time to laugh and be silly and have a little fun. It's so important that you do so this week. And message from Archangel Michael. Don't give up on love. Card number 9. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. Okay. So I know some of you are really going through it in your connections. There definitely is the opportunity here for a reconciliation, if that's what you choose to do. For those of you where you're choosing not to reconcile with that individual, then you can interpret this message as don't give up on love. There are other connections out there for you, which would maybe be healthier for you or more beneficial to your life. There's also a message here about the Libra collective learning how to be a little bit more high vibrational. And I was saying this to Taurus, since you're both ruled by Venus, the lower vibration of that for both you and Taurus, and don't get me wrong, other zodiac signs can exhibit these traits as well. But a low vibing Libra is a people-pleasing Libra. And that sometimes means that you put up with shit and you turn a blind eye and you ignore the red flags in order to keep the peace and harmony. And that's all well and good. It's a very lovely quality to have, but not when the people around you are taking advantage of you. And then it becomes a burden for you. So very clear message here, whether you're reconciling with this person or you're moving on to new connections in your life, to learn what healthy boundaries are, to learn how to speak up for yourself. And when you want to say no, learn to say no, as opposed to saying yes, just to be a people pleaser. I also think the Libra collective is going through a rough time. And I saw this with the first wave of Libras that went through it. You're like now part of like the second group. So there's definitely something here about like lightening up. And I know, telling someone to lighten up when they're going through significant financial changes, or their business is crumbling, or they're separating from a friend they've known for years, or there's arguments in the construct of a family group or family setting, or maybe even like separation from a romantic partner. But you do need to bring a little bit more joyous activities, joyous experiences into your life. So if you can just do one thing this week for yourself that puts a genuine smile on your face, please do that. You have abundance coming in. I think I had said that to you as well. Like the next chapter of your life, all of the cards that I pull up for the Libra collective and also individuals who are Libras, the future is amazing for you. So if you're in a situation now that's like not feeling right, or it's going the wrong way, or it's coming to an end, don't think like this is the end of the road. You have abundance coming in. You have new soulmate connections coming into your life. There are new opportunities coming, ones that you're not seeing right now. Let's get 3 cards here for Libra for these messages this week. 3 cards for Libra. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Star, wish fulfillment, hope, healing. So this definitely can go right with that healing that maybe wound within you, where you're saying yes always to keep the peace, but it ends up being to your detriment. So there's that internal wound for you to heal. There's also something here about the Star talks about wish fulfillment. What is one thing you want to do that would put a smile on your face? Go out and do it this week. If you can't do it this week because you can't afford it, start looking into it, or start saving money for it, or start planning to do it. And there's also something here about if you wanted to heal that connection, the Star card could also talk about healing that connection, or that there's hope to reconcile that connection. This also talks about wish fulfillment, someone new coming into your life or new opportunities. 3 of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, I'm telling you. So look, if you're looking for reconciliation, it's there for you this week. If you're looking to close that chapter and move on to new individuals, that's there for you as well this week. There's also something here about you either spending money on yourself, small amount, don't go into debt, or saving money to spend on yourself in the future so you can lighten up and have a really good experience. I remember a friend of mine going through a divorce. She was, I want to say like 58 years old. She had never been to Disney. And her whole thing was like she was saving money throughout like her 18-month divorce, because she was like, the day it's granted, I'm taking myself to Disney. And she did. She booked the whole trip. She went by herself. She did 5 days in Disney, and she loved it. And it just, for her, was like, it took her 18 months to save up, but she looked forward to it every single day, and looking up all the different things she was going to do, and the ride she was going to go on, and the sightseeing, and all of the local attractions. So even if it's something like that for you, like a vacation or a trip, okay, maybe it's not something you can do this week, but it would lighten your mood up if you were just to start researching it, or investing some money into it, or setting some money aside for it. So you have all abundance here on the table. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Wands, Ace of Swords, and Strength, and the Justice card. So I feel like whatever wrong has occurred here in your connection or connections, I feel like that's about to be corrected by the universe. So if you go back, there's a chance here to heal that connection. And if you're moving on from it, then you have a new soul contract here on path for you. This is an individual who's authentic and honest in the Ace of Swords. They're solid in the Ace of Pentacles. So whether they're coming in as like your next boss, or a mentor of some kind, a friend who becomes like a family member, or maybe even a romantic love interest, this is an individual who's in it for the long run. This is not a hit it or quit it. This is not a friend who takes from you and is never there to show up when you need them. So you definitely have someone new on your path. Yeah, this is like karmic justice for you because of what you've gone through. So you have new financial opportunities, new soulmates coming. There's definitely something here about healing that wound, okay? Not being so much of a people pleaser. And yeah, I would definitely find something this week that will put a smile on your face, whether that's like watching your favorite movie, getting your nails done, maybe you smoke cigars, go to a cigar bar. Like, I don't know what it is for you, obviously, individually, because it's a collective reading, but I would do something nice for myself. A bubble bath, drive in the country, go get your favorite ice cream, like whatever it is. And then I would also look at like a big bucket list item and just start planning it and researching it and looking into it. And if it takes you 1 year, 10 years until you get there, it will continually give you purpose. It will continually give you something to look forward to and to strive for. So don't be afraid to do that as well this week. That's what I have for you, my love. Those are your angel messages for the week of August 17th. Your angel number, double infinity symbol there with the number 88. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And to read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Scorpio. Let's take a look at our angel messages, my moon babies, for the week of August 17th, 2025. Angel number 25. You have a great ability to take in and process information on both the conscious and the subconscious levels. Your curiosity is endless, and your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an immense awareness of the world this week. This week, my darling, you are intelligent. Message from the universe. I need you to get excited again. I need you to remember that you're not in this thing called life alone. I'm working on your challenges. I've already assigned angels to you, so let go of the stress and just trust. I've got a pretty incredible ending in store. In fact, that's why I need you to get excited again, because the happy ending I've got coming will rock your world. Whoa. Message from your spirit guide, celebrate. Okay, you've got something big coming in. You're being asked to celebrate a recent accomplishment, no matter how big or small. Do something special to commemorate this moment. You deserve that and so much more. I think you have something new coming in that you'll be able to celebrate. Message from Archangel Michael. There you go. Your prayers have been answered. Card number 42. Your prayers are being received by the divine, and answers will come soon, although perhaps in forms you didn't expect. Isn't that interesting? All right, got to dive into tarot for this one. There's something big coming. You need to trust that it's coming. Person, place, thing, opportunity. I feel like this message is different, so I'm going to get 3 cards for this. I did the same for Virgo as well. So there's something here that I feel like you need to look into or research or something like that this week. And this is letting you know something new or something exciting is coming into your life. So let's look into that real quick. It says you have the ability to take in and process information. Your desire to dive deep into a variety of subjects will bring you an immense awareness of the world this week. So can we get 3 cards here for the Scorpio collective? What does that mean? Thank you. We have the moon. So this is diving deep, right? This is diving deep into something you would be emotional about, passionate about, something that you've always been curious about, something that has eluded you, but you've always wanted to like look into or research. We have the moon, we have the 9 of Wands, and we have the 2 of Wands, which is holding the globe, ironically enough. So yeah, 7 of Cups, 10 of Wands, and the Hermit. I think maybe and that's going to be a specific message, but there might be something here you've always wanted to learn about. You've always wanted to get more information on. It could be anything. It could be UFOs and aliens. It could be, the current political climate that, in the world or in a particular region of the world. Maybe you want to learn more about tarot. Maybe that's something you actually want to learn to do for yourself, is learn how to read tarot cards or different oracle decks. So whatever it is for you, and maybe, it could be a musical instrument, whatever it is for you. I feel like there's been some time now where you're like, I really want to learn this, or I wish I knew more about this. It even could be like learning a second language or a third language, but I feel like this is your week to do it. This is the week for you to like go within, do some soul searching in the Hermit card, identify one thing that would has always piqued your curiosity or you wish you could learn more about. And I think it's a fantastic way for you to spend a little time this week kind of nourishing your brain, learning something new on a topic that you've been curious about for quite some time. So I would definitely put in the effort to do that this week. Now, let's see what's coming in. Can we get 3 cards for what's coming in? You have a happy ending, something to celebrate, and your prayers now are being answered. Can you clarify this further, please, for the Scorpio collective? Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. Noticing there's an Ace of Swords here hidden behind her. So something really from your heart, authentically, you've been praying for. The Hermit. The Eight of Cups. The Four of Wands. Oh, that's going to be a super specific message. Nine of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. I mentioned the Ace of Swords. There it is, Ace of Swords. So for some of you, you've wanted someone to come clean. Maybe you feel like someone has been shady or has engaged in some kind of trickster behavior, or they've lied to you, or maybe they've just kept their emotions from you, because Seven of Swords could be a card of concealment. So whatever it is for you, you've wanted truth and clarity and honesty from an individual in your life. It's coming. It could be someone who walked away from you, you walked away from them. I think what you want is reconciliation. Whether you're going to come together with that person and have them in your life for the rest of your life is up to you. But some of you you're either looking for like closure, or can we just stay friends, or you're literally looking to reconnect with this person, whether it's a friend, family member, or lover. I think this is what you're hoping for. Page of Cups, Two of Cups, Eight of Swords. Look, if it's not your message, don't drop me any hate. It's just not your message. But this is very specific for those of you where you're looking for either clarity or closure, or maybe even reconciliation from an individual. I feel like you're receiving it. So however you want to claim that, you can. You just need the closure, claim that part. You want reconciliation, claim that part. You know, you're looking to maintain the connection, but change it in some way, claim that part. Like whatever it is for you. But I feel this is a week you need to do some soul searching. Figure out what you want with this person and ask for it. We have a new moon in Virgo on August 22nd, and we had the moon card come out before. So I would ask for that person, or the reconnection, or the reconciliation, the closure, again, whatever it is that you're desiring. And I feel like it literally, it comes in. Ironically, 42 reduces to 6, and that could very well be the Lover's card for some of you. So, and look, if you want someone new, then just call in someone new as well. But that is what I have for you. And I think you'll have a reason to celebrate soon, because you'll either be meeting this new person or reconnecting with this past person. And for some of you, if you do this in that energy of the new moon on the 22nd, you're hearing from this person by the 25th of this month, because your angel number is 25. If you're not sure how to do a new moon ritual, you can go to my website, thetimelinetarot.com, click on resources, and there's a free resource guide there for you on how you can perform your own new moon ritual in the privacy of your own home. And you can call in whatever it is, or whoever it is here that you want. That's what I have for you, my moon babies. Angel number for the week is 25. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Sagittarius. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of August 17th, 2025. Angel number 17. The quality of work you can produce when you're going at it alone is almost unbelievable. You are as independent as you are ambitious, capable of performing every step of the way with efficiency, focus, and skill. This week, my darling, you are independent. That is so Sag energy. Message from the universe. If you're worried that you don't have enough strength to move on, think of how much strength you're using to hold on. Then redirect that energy and enjoy your life. Message from your spirit guides. It's time. You're being asked to move forward towards the dream that you've been carrying in your heart. It's time to bring it out into the world. You're ready. It's time. I think that reading I did for you this week, it's like a lot of you are preparing for the next stage of your life, whatever that is, relocation, retirement, entering a new connection for those of you who are single, or maybe taking your current connection a higher level. Some of you are in a connection, but you're deciding to leave. I think it's time for you to plan the next chapter, the next phase of your life. And yes, you are correct. See, I'm correct. Card number 38. You have listened to your inner guidance and you have made a wise choice. Keep moving forward. Look at all of these messages here. It's time. It's time to move forward. And even if you can't like physically move forward, like you're waiting for retirement, or maybe you're waiting for like an aging parent to pass. No offense. I've done some private readings for some of you where your life is kind of held up because you're caring for someone that you love. I still think, and it's no disrespect to that person who's passing, but there isn't something here about you valuing your time while you're in this holding pattern. Like you can't quit the job yet, you're waiting for official retirement, something like that, or you're caring for your parents, or you still have kids maybe in high school, but you know that within a couple of years you're going to become an empty nester. You can still start planning what your future will look like in that new chapter. I think it's time for you to get excited about the new chapter, regardless of how it's coming about. So I would keep moving forward with like creating plans, vision boards, research. Again, even if you can't like move on from it immediately in this moment. Can we get 3 cards here for the Sag Collective on this? And I feel like most of you, you're doing this independently, whether you're single or partnered, like planning this out or the vision that you have for your life. I don't think like you need a whole big group of people to do this with, like just the planning stage. I think this is like your time. This, yeah, yes, you are correct. It's your time, it's your time, it's your time. So I think it's your time to do this. Can we get 3 cards for the Sag Collective on this, please? One more shuffle. Thank you. 6 of Cups. Knight of Cups. The Fool. New beginning. What'd I tell you? So yeah, whether you're single or whether you are partnered, whether you're doing this with friends, family members, the love of your life, or just individually on your own, you are on the precipice here of a new beginning. I would start planning for the new beginning. Page of Pentacles is the card of learning, just the acquisition of knowledge. 4 of Wands and the High Priestess. Look, you know this already. I remember I said you're kind of doing it alone, independently. Yeah, I think you're going to keep it to yourself. Because I don't think you're ready to act on it just yet. But you can definitely start working on this phase. And with that 4 of Wands, it's like, well, where do you want to live? Or do you want to work from home? Like, I just feel like the Sag Collective is shifting and changing. And what that shift or change is for each of you individually is different, but you're all shifting and changing. I don't know if it was your reading that I said it, but your life is going to be completely different by next year this time. I feel it in all of my readings, personal and collective. For Sagittarius, even for those who are not like a Sag Sun, especially like Sag Rising or like the double, triple Sages, I think your life takes a phenomenal turn. I've seen like nothing but good luck and good fortune. And I don't want to be the tarot reader that blows like smoke up your ass and tells you like, come next year, it's going to be rainbows and unicorns here on out. But it will be an easier chapter of your life. But again, you get to define what easy means for you. Where do you want to live? How do you want to play? How do you want to enjoy life? And what types of individuals do you want to share that experience with you? Now is the time to move forward and plan. That is what I have for you, Saggy. Angel number for the week is, angel number for the week is the 17th, for the week of August 17th. So I feel like that just doubles down on the message even more for you. Angel number 17. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, my love, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Capricorn. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of August 17th, 2025. Angel number 999. It's like something's like completing or wrapping up here in your life. Thank the past for your lessons and leave it where it belongs, in the past, so you can make the best of the life that is still waiting to be fulfilled by only you. This week, Cappy, you are unique. Message from the universe. We are always speaking to you and sending you messages. When you feel like you are alone in a situation, just know that you never truly are. We are reminding you to stop, look around, and believe in something else. Believe in something more, because we have your back. Message from your spirit guides. Detach. You're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to the outcome. That's interesting, because I think your tarot card for the week was the 9 of Wands, consequently. So 9's a big number for you this week. Pretty sure it was the 9 of Wands. And the message on the card was like, there was something in your life that you were about to give up on. And basically the message was telling you like not to give up on it, but there could be a reason why there's a delay, or there's a reason why it's not happening this week. So again, detach from the outcome without detaching from the goal, the wish, the dream, like whatever that is for you. You can continue to work on it. Don't give up on it. But you definitely can detach from the outcome of like when it should happen. I feel like that's the part you need to leave in the hands of the universe. Message from Archangel Michael. Increase your knowledge. Card number 15. Education brings opportunities. Take a course, pick up a book, or find a mentor to teach you what your soul longs to know. I think that message I had said like some of the channeled messages I was getting was like, some of you are thinking of like starting up a blog or maybe your own YouTube channel or something like that, or writing a manuscript, learning a new skill, a new hobby, maybe a musical instrument. You don't have to give up on it because you're not the creme de la creme or the best of the best with that particular whatever skill that is for you, that you're learning to acquire or learning to expand. Don't give up on it just because you're not seeing the results right away. You can detach from the outcome, increase your knowledge on how you can, I don't know, like learn more about it or learn it in a more efficient way or do it in a more efficient or effective way. Some of you are like really close to giving up on something. Like you've kind of thrown your hands up to it. It's like, well, why should I write a book? No one's going to publish it. Or if they publish it, no one will read it. I think you have to get out of the 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, with whatever this is. I think you're thinking too negatively about the outcome, or that it'll never happen, or you'll never meet the one, or you'll never be with that person. I think there's ways here for you to increase your knowledge. Education brings opportunities, detach from the outcome, but keep moving towards that goal. Yeah, keep moving towards that goal. I feel like in the past, maybe you were let down or disappointed, and you could feel like this too will be like another disappointment. This is telling you can take the lessons from the past, but leave the past hurts or the past failures in the past. You certainly can learn from them and take that knowledge into the future with you, but don't drag the trauma into the future, because I think that's what gives you this overall negative feeling of like, well, this too won't work out for me. And I don't think you should do that. I think you can learn from the past without repeating it. Let's get 3 cards here for Capricorn on these messages. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Devil. I always love when you show up in your energy. The Devil, there you are, Capricorn. 5 of Wands. 8 of Pentacles. Oh my God, that's like so on point with the message. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups. I'm sorry, King of Cups, 8 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Whatever this is. This is your wish, your goal, your plan, your dream, your desire. There's something here about continuing to move forward, even if it takes a little bit, right? The Pentacle energy is slow. You know that better than anyone. You are the Pentacle suit in Tarot. You share that with Virgo and Taurus. So even though it might take a while, stay dedicated, stay emotionally balanced. Don't give up on it so quickly, because it's not coming in like, in the next 8 minutes or the next 8 days type of feeling. So the Devil to the 5 of Wands to the 8 of Pentacles. You can continue to work on something, but get rid of the noise in your head of that 5 of Wands of being internally conflicted about, am I doing all of this for nothing? No one will read it. No one will see it. No one will want it. No one will care. I'll never be able to play the guitar like Eric Clapton. You may not play the guitar like Eric Clapton. That should not stop you from learning how to play the guitar like Eric Clapton, if that's something that you want to do. And I use that example a lot for myself because I have an Ibanez guitar sitting over there. And do I play like Eric Clapton? No, but I enjoy strumming. I enjoy learning a new song. I'm never going to play professionally, but that doesn't mean that I can't enjoy it. I could detach from the outcome and say, okay, I know I'm never going to become a musician, right, and travel the world. And I can detach from the outcome, but still enjoy the experience. I can still increase my knowledge. I can still learn a new song. I can still learn how to tune the guitar. So whatever this is for you, whatever skill this is for you, or goal or wish or dream, I would detach from the outcome and do it anyway. Learn how you can do it more effectively, more efficiently. Get out of your head. Stop with the internal dialogue that it won't be good enough, or no one will want it, or it's a waste of time. If it sets your soul on fire, you more than anyone, represented by the Devil card in Tarot, know that if it sets your soul on fire, it is worth the effort. So detach from the outcome and just apply the effort this week. I think you'll be surprised to see how quickly the results do come in. I think some of you are telling yourselves it's never coming. But I think if you can say high vibe Capricorn instead of low vibe Capricorn, because high vibe Capricorn, the reason why you're the Devil card in Tarot, I say it all the time, is that's Saturn in Capricorn. And a high vibe Saturn in Capricorn really leans into the positive traits of cardinal energy. And cardinal energy, you're a cardinal sign. That's a go-getter. You're not fixed like Taurus. You want what you want, and you're not afraid to go after it. And you can create that plan or that mission or that goal. And as long as you stay high vibe, you're almost always successful with it. It's only when you get into the lower vibration, like all of us, that you're either doing it for like ulterior reasons or for toxic codependency. But I don't feel like that's what this is. I think that this message is telling you, stay as high vibe as you can, Stop with the internal dialogue that you're not good enough, or it'll never pan out, or it'll never come to you, or it won't be a success. If you continue to work on it, like 8 days a week in the Eight of Pentacles card, even though there's only 7 days in a week, you too will be successful with whatever this is, whether it's just playing the guitar like a hobby, or you're writing, you know, the biggest manuscript of your life. Whatever it is, continue to move towards it. That is what I have for you, Capricorn, for the week. Angel number 999. Leave the past, traumas, betrayals, leave it in the past where it belongs. You have a bright and beautiful future. All you have to do, my love, is go after it. Detach from the outcome, but believe that it is yours. That's what I have for you for the week of August 17, 2025. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Aquarius. Let's see what your angel messages are for the week of August 17, 2025. Angel number 16. You have an inquisitive mind that allows you to uncover important truths. You have a special ability to read into other people's feelings. As a wisdom seeker, your angels are asking you to share your knowledge for the benefit of others. This week, my darling, you are perceptive. Message from the universe. This new chapter in your life will require a new way of seeing things and a new way of seeing yourself. You can't continue to see and interpret things with the same understanding that you have had until now. No matter what you face or how you feel, see it all from a higher perspective. So there's something here about being perceptive and seeing things from a different perspective. Okay? Message from your spirit guides. Fresh start. You are being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you have been given. And message from Archangel Michael. Card number 37. Welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith the source will heal your financial challenges. So you have a fresh start, a new chapter here, Aquarius. It's yours for the taking, whether this is in career and finance, love and romance. Your new chapter, your new start is here. There's a need here for you to be very perceptive about what is happening around you, how it's making you feel. You also need to enter this new chapter in a different way. It's almost like taking the lessons from the last chapter and really learning them, really understanding them, and then applying them to this new start, this new chapter in your life in a beneficial way. Let's get 3 cards here for the Aquarius Collective. One more shuffle here. Thank you. First card out we have is the Hermit. This is going within. This is doing the soul searching, the look back, the retrospection needed. To look at all of those past experiences, connections, situations, environments that you have been in up until now, up until today. And what's the information and the experiences and the lessons that you can glean from them. I feel like it's really important for your next chapter, so maybe you don't repeat same patterns or repeat the same mistakes. You're being given a clean slate now. 6 of Wands, there's your victory, there's your success. Actually, I think your tarot card for the week this week was actually the 6 of Wands. You're about to be recognized for something, for some achievement. So the Hermit, the 6 of Wands, and the Strength card. Bottom of the deck, you've got 5 of Cups, Justice, and the Star. Yeah, you're moving towards abundance. You're moving towards wish fulfillment. There's a need here to look back at the situations, environments, connections, experiences that you had that didn't quite work out the way you thought that they should, or the way that you hoped that they would. There's a lesson there in each of those experiences that just didn't pan out. And I think it's important for you to look at regrets you may have had back then, or mistakes that you've made, or the losses that you incurred. It's really important to use this week to kind of look back and glean all of that information, because like I said, you have this new perspective here, you have this new slate, and you need to come at it from a different perspective, from a higher perspective. And higher perspective is taking all of those lessons from the past and seeing how applicable they are now and how you can apply them to your current situation. So I like this for you a lot. You have 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords, and Page of Pentacles. This is learning from the past mistakes, past ways that you were deceived or you deceived others, the way that maybe you failed to strategize something, like maybe there was a goal you had in mind, but you didn't create the proper strategy or plan for it. Look back at those failures and those heartaches and those losses, and what did they teach you? Or maybe for some of you there was a common thread or common pattern in them. Again, I would use this week to kind of look back and glean and collect any of those lessons and all of that information, because your fresh start, your new chapter, you can't drag that old trauma into it, but you sure as hell are going to need all of those old, old lessons, so to speak, old lessons. So I feel like you don't repeat those mistakes again. High Priestess and the Hermit, that's really going within, getting more grounded, getting more centered, learning how to tap into your intuition, how to use your intuition in order to make intuition over head, over heart decisions. But you have a new chapter here of victory. I want to give just a little sidebar message, because when I see the Six of Wands to the Strength card, they're both very strong Leo energy. Just make sure that you're not a little too full of yourself. I don't know why. I just feel I'm an Aquarius rising, so don't be offended by that. It's probably for one of you watching, but this new chapter will feel so good to you. Don't get into like lower vibration there where like you're doing it to people please, like for egoic reasons. Okay, again, I think it's a sidebar message for one Aquarius watching. The overall message here is wonderful. New chapter, new beginning, abundance is flowing into your life. Just look at those past mistakes and lessons so you don't repeat them moving forward. But I love this for you. The new chapter is here. Go for it, my love. Angel number for the week is 16. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace. Hello, Pisces. Let's take a look at your angel messages for the week of August 17th, 2025. Angel number, my darling, 19. Independence and self-sufficiency are necessities to you. You are extremely capable in life and in work, and you aren't afraid to take on big risks to achieve the life that you desire. This week, my darling, you are a pioneer. Message from the universe. You will soon be surprised and grateful for how everything happened the way it did, for you to receive something better and something greater. It's all adding up in your favor. So trust this process and trust how things are unfolding for you at this time. Message from your spirit guides. Listen. You're being asked to listen to your inner voice. It is guiding you to do something or say something, and it's time to act on its wisdom. Message from Archangel Michael, card number 26. Recognize the signs from above. Angels are sending you messages right now, but you're too distracted to notice them. Stay alert and stay open to divine guidance. Something here about listening, looking for signs, looking for synchronicities, speaking to your angels, speaking to the ascendant masters, asking for help, asking for guidance at this time. The Pioneer card always gives me the energy of like the Fool card. So it could be a new chapter here unfolding for some of you, a clean slate, something that has been difficult that you have been like working through or trying to make progress on. I feel like it's all coming to an end. Like you will achieve progress or finalization. But there's something here about it might not be exactly the way you wanted. And I think that's been coming up in your messages lately. But trust that there's a reason for it. Trust that it leads you to the abundance that you're seeking. Yeah, you're on the precipice here of a new beginning. Career and finance, love and romance, maybe relocation for some of you. Definitely tap into your intuition this week. There's a decision coming around the bend for you that will enable you to like close one chapter and start another. It will be very important for you to stay as centered and grounded this week as you can. So you can really listen to your intuition and not do like what your head is telling you to do or what your heart is telling you to do. I feel like this decision needs to be intuition over head, over heart for you, my dear. Definitely talk to your angels or your spirit guides or whatever you call the divine or you call source, whether you want to like pray to Jesus or Muhammad or again, whoever that individual or individuals are to you. I would pray at this time for guidance and for assistance. Let's get 3 cards here for Pisces for this message. One more shuffle. Thank you. Oh, the Devil card came out. Doesn't have to be bad. Devil, 7 of Cups, and Page of Wands. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands, 4 of Cups, and the Strength card. I'm going to have to clarify that Devil. Can I clarify the Devil here, please, for Pisces? Okay. Thank you. King of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, and the Page of Cups. There's that offering. This has been coming up in your message a lot. You have an offer coming. It's not exactly what you want. It's small. It's a small offer. But there's something here about you taking it. And you then being able to transform 1 cup that you're given into 7 of Cups. Into making your dreams or fantasies or goals a reality. So even though this might not be exactly what you wanted, it enables you to move on from whomever this individual is. I don't know who the King of Pentacles is to you. The boss, your former employer, a spouse, a significant other, a friend, a family member, maybe someone that you're in conflict with. This could be like compensation from work. So it'll be different for all of you. I feel like you're getting some kind of a payout, severance. There's something like that, an offer, an opportunity. It might not be 100% of what you want, but with great dedication, because high vibing, you know, the devil card gets a bad rap in tarot, and depending what comes out, and I'm also an intuitive reader as well as an energy reader. But, you know, astrologically speaking, this is Saturn in Capricorn. And that's why it's a devil card, because a high vibing Capricorn, which is a devil card, is someone who sets a goal and sets a plan. And they, as a cardinal sign, are extremely dedicated to accomplishing that goal or that task, or bringing that dream to life, or bringing it to fruition. So I feel with great dedication and a plan, because Capricorn is an earth sign. So with a strategic plan and staying dedicated to that plan, you can discover ways in the Page of Wands to turn that cup into Seven of Cups, to turn that dollar into $100, to turn that opportunity into something greater, you know, to take the, you know, and I don't know what this is for you. This could be a job. And maybe you're like, well, I didn't want to, you know, start off in a temporary position. But with great dedication and skill, you have the opportunity to discover ways to turn a temporary job into a permanent place of employment, or using it as a launching pad. And I think in your reading this week, I had given the example of like, maybe you want to go to university, but you don't have enough credits, or the GPA is not there. It doesn't mean that you can't enter a trade school or a community college and then acquire the credits that you need there, and then transfer and have more options in terms of furthering your education. So maybe you go to community college for a year or two. So I feel like even though this might appear to be small, it enables you to like break off, branch off, move forward, move on in your life. And with great dedication and skill of that high vibing devil energy, Capricornian energy, you will be able to discover ways to turn that Page of Cups into Seven of Cups. Multiple options, multiple income sources for yourself, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, I feel like you're going to be surprised and grateful for how this turns out. But again, it's going to require you to kind of get out of your comfort zone, be a bit independent, and be a pioneer here in that Page of Wands to say, okay, I'm being given a bag of lemons, but it's a bag of lemons nonetheless. How do I make the best fucking lemonade on the planet? Like, and I'm sorry to curse in your reading, but that's the feeling that I get here. You're not being given something 100% of what you want, but you have the potential and opportunity to turn it into 150% of what you want. It will all be up to you and your dedication to that plan or that goal. So listen to your intuition. Pray to your angels, to your, like I said, ascended masters, your spirit guides, whomever it is that you pray to, and then listen to that inner voice. If it's telling you that this is the right move for you, then go ahead and do it. But I would definitely, because I feel like it could be a missed opportunity with that Four of Cups. So if you get it and you do nothing with it, it will be the missed opportunity of a lifetime, because whatever this is most definitely, it's been coming up consistently in your readings, the launching pad to take you forward. So if this were my reading and this keeps coming up consistently, I would be like, Jen, go do it, but be smart about it, right? Page of Wands is, before I take the full leap of faith and I invest that money, or I take that job, or, you know, I'm going to have to learn everything that I need to learn. And maybe that means connecting with other individuals, financial advisors, getting a mentor, taking some extra classes. Whatever this is for you, you can turn it into something incredibly abundant, which will open up more doors and opportunities for you. But you need to be dedicated to doing that as well. That's what I have for you, my love. Angel number for the week is 19. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, Pisces, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.